right. Is it recording?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good. Yeah. How are you guys doing, Caitlin and Sarah?
We're doing good. How are you?
Pretty good. Yeah. I like the thumbs up. Hey, Sarah. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. It's the 1st of March. So I don't know about you guys, but my aunt has this like good luck ritual for the beginning of the month. It's like as soon as you wake up on the 1st of the month, you say rabbit, rabbit, rabbit like 3 times. I don't know. Do you do that too, Claire? Yeah.
No, but I've heard of it.
Yeah. So I don't know. Every 1st of the month, I'm just like rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. And I mean, I haven't really had like a bad month so far. So I'm thinking that that's a good thing. Yeah. I don't know. Does anyone else have like weird, weird little good luck rituals like that? Or is it just me?
I don't, but my roommates do. Like New Year's was an interesting time with them.
What
They
they
had
do
to be
for New Year's?
they had to be under a table when the clock struck midnight, and we had to have 12 round fruits in a bowl on our counter, like a whole bunch of stuff. And I was like, okay, you guys
Uh-huh.
have fun.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
The fruit on the counter.
We
Yeah,
had
I
so
don't know.
much fruit, and no
Yeah,
one ate it. It was just a waste of money.
it's funny. Do you do like set resolutions for the whole year? Or do you do like monthly resolutions or
I
not
do
really
goals for the
anything?
whole year. So,
Yeah.
or like aspirations. So I don't do like New Year's resolutions because then like if you don't achieve them, like you feel like bad that you didn't do it. So mine is like more mindset focused and like um things that I'm hoping throughout the year I can implement in some way, but if I don't, like it's not a big deal.
Yeah. That makes sense. I think that's a good way to look at it. Yeah. All right. I'm just letting people trickle in. Did anyone do something fun today? Or something really annoying or literally anything that you want to talk about? Yeah, that's okay. Trying to think if anything else interesting happened to me today. What did I do? So, not that I recommend this to most people, but I decided to skip class today because I was feeling like a rebel and I didn't want to, like, my teacher just reads off of the slides. And so I was thinking, okay, we already did the in-class activity on Monday, so he's not going to have any more for this week because it's like either Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. And then, so we already did the activity and he just reads off the slides anyway. And he posted the slides early. So I was like, I could take the notes and do that now and then not go to class. And instead, I did the F45 thing at the rec. It's like they have the classes that you can sign up for. And that was pretty fun. So if anyone is interested in doing that, I highly recommend it. It was a great workout. Yeah. Okay. Do we want to wait a little bit longer and then you can share your announcement, Claire?
Whatever you want to do. I'm not, besides Janet, I'm not really seeing anyone else in here who ordered a um stole who hasn't already, and Janet already replied to me, so
Yeah.
I'll still make
I got
notes
my
myself.
stuff yesterday in the mail. I was so excited.
Yay.
Huh?
I got my cap and gown and
I
the
haven't
public health
ordered mine
control
yet,
stuff.
Janet.
You
I'm
know what? I ordered it on like Sunday and it came yesterday. So
okay.
don't freak out. And I found out, yes, you do need to order the salmon castle.
Okay, that I wasn't even sure about that. They haven't
Well,
told us anything.
it said it in the email. You should have got it yesterday. I got it late last night and it has all the things for commencement for public health.
Anything. Maybe I'll email Mariah and be like, "Hey,
Yeah,
um,
I think that's who sent it.
Yeah, I haven't gotten anything from Mariah. The last thing I got from her was I needed to get a dean's excuse for some travel I'm doing for work. And the last email I got from her was her saying that I can't get a dean's excuse for it. So,
Oh no.
yeah.
Let me see. I can forward it to you because it's all generic information. It's nothing specific.
Oh, Manasa said, how do you order it?
Order what? Cap and gown or stoles?
Um,
Up and down, yeah, because I know the College of Science was talking about there's like pickup for grad stuff. That's later in March, but I take my grad
Yeah.
pictures like right after spring break. So I'm trying to
I
figure
saw
it out.
that. I saw that
So
email and it was like March
they,
23rd or something like that, right?
and you can order. You go to like the U of A, like commencement. Like there was a link that I went to, and I was able to order the cap and gown and the stole for my particular college. And like I said, they came really quickly. And then unfortunately, my pictures aren't until April 23rd. That's like my next free weekend. And for graduation, if you want to upload pictures, I think maybe it was just for the college, the public health college, they needed pictures uploaded for their slideshow by like April 7th or something like that.
Anyone have any senior photographers they recommend? Because I haven't even booked mine yet.
I just booked mine, but she's running out of spaces.
Yeah, I've been so freaking busy. I haven't even like found someone yet.
I can send. My sister-in-law does a lot of like family pictures, and they always turn out really good. And so she gave me the names of the people she did, and they're all people that she's found like on Facebook that have like portfolios that you can look through.
Okay, cool.
So put a couple names in there.
Awesome. Thank you.
all right, awesome. I'm just gonna get started. Just as a heads up for you guys, I have an exam right after this, so this might be a shorter meeting. I hope everyone's okay with that. And if you have any questions at any point, just let me know. So let's get started. On the agenda for today, we have 2 schools, University of Florida and UC Davis, 2 specialties, internal medicine and physiatry, and 1 PCE, which is home health aide. So yeah, also if anyone wants me to look at a specific school, put it in the chat because I kind of just did these ones randomly. So if you have an idea that you want, let me know. All right. Just as a reminder, PPAH is partnered with the Princeton Review. We have a GRE practice exam coming up on March 18th at 10 a.m. That should be like right after spring break. So if you haven't signed up for that and you want to, feel free to do that. We also get 15% off all GRE test materials. I sound like an ad right now. Free practice tests, tutoring, and more. And reminder, you need to opt in for this. So if you're interested, feel free to shoot me an email and we can definitely do that. Okay. The first school is the University of Florida. Just some general information. It is located in Gainesville, Florida. It is 24 months. The cost is $88,000. I'm not 100% sure if that is totally right because I got a few different things from different websites, but we're going to go with that for now. And it has a 4.7% acceptance rate. Looking at the required courses, there's anatomy and physiology with labs, so a minimum of 6 semester hours. I don't think that's right. I think that should be 8 semester hours because no.
Some schools actually consider classes as a 3/4, like as 3 units. So it just depends on the school. Basically, just look at it as you need a semester of each.
Yeah. Okay. Good to know. Yeah, there's also microbiome with lab, a minimum of 3 semester hours, general chemistry with lab, so 8 semester hours, statistics, 3 semester, medical terminology, that would just be 1. And then they say that organic chemistry, biochemistry, genetics, psych, physics, medical ethics, etc., are all recommended. There was a long list on the website that they recommend if you've already finished the other required courses. So if you're interested in that, I recommend that you check it out on their website directly. Also, CLEP or AP credit is not accepted for this school. So if you have AP credit for like, I don't know, bio or chem, you might need to take it again. So take that as you will. Also, for the application season beginning in April of 2024, microbiology must be taken with the lab within the past 5 years, and then all of the remaining other courses must be taken within the past 10 years. So if you haven't taken microbio yet and you're planning on applying to the school, I recommend you take it maybe senior year or junior year, because then you have more time. Yeah, looking at the requirements, they require 2,000 hours of PCE, and scribe work is accepted. They say that scribe work is perhaps the only example of non-professional level clinical experience that they consider to be direct patient care. There are also some other different types of clinical experience that they count as either half credit or a fourth credit. So yeah, they don't accept all PCE. So just a heads up on that one if you are interested in this school, to look at what they do require and what they do accept and see if it matches up with what you have. Also, yeah, looking at the GPA, they do not have a minimum GPA listed on the website. They say that the most recent admitted class had an average between 2.86 to a 4.0. So I think as long as you fall within that range, you should be pretty okay. And that's for both like overall GPA and science GPA. Yeah, also they require 3 letters of recommendation. One must be from a licensed clinical provider, whether that be a doctor or PA or NP, they don't really care, as long as one can speak to your clinical experience and professionalism. And then the GRE is required. They said that the range from the most recently admitted class is 299 to 329, and that's combined GRE score. They also broke down in the website like the verbal and the quantitative section and the analytical writing section, so they can like show you exactly what the other accepted applicants look like, and you can see how you compare to that. That's pretty much it for this one. So if no one has any questions, we can move on to the next slide. Okay. So looking at University of California, Davis, this was one that was recommended, I think like maybe 2 or 3 meetings ago. So I don't remember who requested this one, but here you go. I hope that this helps you out a little bit. Some general information. The school is located in Sacramento, California, and it is a 27-month program. The cost is $150,000. So I think that one's a little steeper than some other schools, but if you want to be in California, I mean, it's expensive to live there anyway. They also have a less than 2% acceptance rate, so this one's definitely one of the more competitive programs. I believe the class is like 56 or 62, something like that, so take that as you will. The required courses: anatomy and physiology with lab, 8 units, organic chemistry or biochemistry with lab, 4 units total. So you could pick either or. Microbiology or bacteriology with lab, 4 units total. I honestly don't know if the U of A has bacteriology. Does anyone else know if we have that? I've never heard of it until like doing these slides, but I would recommend taking
But
microbiome.
it would be like for upper level micro majors, probably.
Yeah. But if you're interested in taking bacteriology, go for it. I think microbiome is probably a safer bet for most other schools, so that's what I would do personally. And then English composition, 3 units. I noticed that most schools have that anyway, and also we are required to do it for pretty much every major, so I wouldn't worry about that too much. And then they want 2 courses in social sciences like psychology, sociology, ethnic studies, women's studies, or cultural anthropology. So you can pick any of those if you're interested. I personally would either do a psychology class or a sociology class, just because I've seen that as a rec for other schools. So yeah, and you could probably do 2 psychology courses too. I know that abnormal psych is wanted by some, and same with developmental psych. So maybe you could do both of those and get a few classes done. Also for UC Davis, AP credit is not accepted. So just a heads up with that. And it is required that anatomy and physiology are completed within 5 years of the application. So yeah, that's just something to keep a mind out for. Looking at the requirements, they want 1,000 hours PCE, so not as much as the University of Florida, but still a lot compared to some other schools. And they say that hands-on paid clinical care is preferred. The most competitive applicants demonstrate mostly paid experiences. So if you are considering UC Davis and you need to get a lot of hours, maybe getting like an EMT job or CNA, that could be a good option. Yeah, or taking a year off and just gaining the hours that way too. But yeah, they also require 3 letters of recommendation. It's preferred that it's from a professor or a clinical professional, so someone who can speak to your academic and clinical experience. And no testing is required. Super cool, super fun, so you don't have to worry about that. Awesome. Moving on to the next. So the first specialty that we're going to look at is internal medicine. Salary between $97,000 and $116,000 in the US. And I was able to find that it's $141,000 in Arizona. So I'm not sure if that's totally true, but at least if you're planning on working in Arizona, I mean, internal medicine could be a really good career option for you. Job. What do you do as an internal medicine PA? You may obtain patient histories, perform diagnostic procedures, document direct treatment efforts, counsel patients and caregivers, and provide immunizations. So a lot of cool stuff. And I was able to find this quote from an internal medicine PA, so I'll just read it to you guys. There's so much to love about hospital medicine. The patients we encounter are incredibly complex and sometimes stay in the hospital for quite some time. We get a chance to develop meaningful relationships with patients and families and participate in planning a safe discharge for them. We typically work 13 or 14 12-hour shifts per month and have several shifts to choose from. Our day shifts start at either 6 a.m. or 7 a.m., and we also have night swing shifts starting at noon and 2 p.m. So you heard it there first. That's pretty cool. Pros and cons. Great work-life balance. That's what the internal medicine PA was talking about. They also have great flexibility. However, there are some complex cases that could be a pro or a con depending on what kind of person you are. If you're looking for something that's a little more intellectually stimulating, then that could be a really good thing for you. But it's not like cookie cutter, so that's something to look out for. And also, discharging patients can be difficult. The internal medicine PA said that discharging can be difficult because there's pressure from the hospital and there's a lot of planning that goes into discharging a patient. So even if you might not want to, you might just feel external pressure, and that could kind of cause some kind of stress in your life. So yeah, that's something to look out for. Great. Moving on. Physiatry, which is just short for physical medicine and rehabilitation. This is a specialty that I did not personally know about before doing the research, but the salary is between $96,000 and $115,000 in the US, and it's around $100,000 in Arizona. In your role as a physiatry PA, you treat a wide variety of medical conditions affecting the brain, spinal cord, nerves, bones, joints, ligaments, muscles, and tendons. There's a lot of different specialties that you can do in physiatry. One of them is like sports medicine. So yeah, that's something to look out for. It's like pretty all encompassing, and there's a lot of different niches that you can go into. but from a physiatrist PA. Physiatry is like a combination of non-operative orthopedic management and neurology mixed together. We focus on both the neurological system and the musculoskeletal system combined and look at the person as a whole presentation. We can see multiple different types of patients because of the broad scope of physiatry. One example, we see general musculoskeletal medicine focusing primarily on hips, as that's just where the patient has led that. And we do a lot of hip injections, Botox, and we also manage extra-articular soft tissue hip diagnoses. So that's pretty cool if you're interested in doing injections, but you don't want to go into plastics or cosmetics or dermatology, stuff like that. There are other options for you. So I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, and then the pros and cons to new and growing occupation. There's a lot of great job opportunities in physical medicine and rehabilitation, dynamic cases. Not every patient is the same, so you'll definitely get a good bit to work with. And depending on what specific specialty you are in physiatry, like that could look different for each specialty. And yeah, non-surgical procedures, that could also be a pro or a con depending on what kind of person you are. I personally shadowed some surgery when I was a junior in high school, and I thought that's really what I wanted to do. And then looking at it, I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to do that anymore. So yeah, non-surgical procedures. And something that might be a little difficult is that in this specialty, we often have complicated patients, and after exhausting a number of different treatment modalities, sometimes we have to have that conversation that we've done all that we can. And I find that very difficult because they're coming to you as the specialist, as their last resort, last hope, last intervention. That is from the same physiatrist PA. And that can be really, really difficult. But I also think that that's something that can happen in a lot of different specialties. So yeah, take that as you will. Moving on to our form of PCE for today. If anyone has any questions, feel free to reach out. I might not be able to see any if there are, but yeah, I mean, you know the drill. Okay, home health aid. Home health and personal care aides monitor the condition of people with disabilities or chronic illnesses, and they help them with daily living activities. Home health and personal care aides work in a variety of different settings. So you could work in clients' homes, group homes, and day service programs. Most aides work full-time, although part-time work is common, and work schedules may vary. Home health and personal care aides typically need a high school diploma or equivalent, but some positions do not require it. Those working in certified home health or hospice agencies may need to complete formal training or pass a standardized test. So that is definitely an option if you don't want to go the traditional route of like EMT, CNA, scribing, the things that a lot of schools accept. But because this is a more like niche form of PC, I would say, as always, double check if this form of PC is accepted for the schools that you're interested in. And if you can't find it on the website, like explicitly, don't be afraid to reach out to the school. They are more than happy to help you navigating this whole process. So yeah, if you have any questions, just ask. The worst thing that they can say is nothing or no. And that's pretty much it from me. Before, have you heard about U of A making a PA program? I spoke with pre-health advisor. Yeah, they are developing one. We had the director speak to us a few meetings ago. His name's Kevin, and he's a really great guy. Hopefully, maybe we can have him on again a little bit closer to the program like being established. And I think that the program will be like up and running by the time that like what do you say, like 2025, 2026?
He
Something
said they're
like
going to
that.
start accepting applicants through CASPA in the 2024 to 2025 cycle.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, so that's really exciting. And I'm sure, yeah, we'll have him come and speak again if he wants to. Yeah, of course, Sarah. That would be great though. So I'll definitely reach out to him probably for the fall semester, because we're pretty booked this semester. But yeah, reminders, our next meeting is March 15th at 5:30, and we have a guest speaker, Kaylee. Kaylee just graduated from Ohio Dominican University in Columbus, Ohio, and she will be sitting for her board soon. So come prepared with any questions you may have, because she's super excited to talk with you all. So yeah, and then before everyone heads out, Claire just has a quick announcement.
This is for those of you seniors who said you wanted a senior stole. I know you've received like 50 emails from me, and I'm really sorry. With that being said, you all received another email from me this last Sunday with the estimate for the final cost for your stoles. There are a couple of you on here who have already replied to that email, but there are a couple of you on here who have not replied to that email. I need you to reply to me, send me an email by tomorrow at 8 p.m., preferably like right now, saying if you are willing to pay the $55 for the stoles or not. If you don't email me by tomorrow at 8:01 p.m., I will be ordering you one, but I would rather like not have the anxiety of thinking I might have ordered you one when you didn't want to pay for it. And if you don't want to pay for that, that's completely fine. I get it. Send me an email and I'll take you off the list of ordering one for you. It is a lot of money, and our club physically does not have the funds to front the cost or pay for all of your guys' stoles, which means I'm fronting the cost of these, which is over $1,000. So please, 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 if you get a stole, reimburse me, because I can't afford to pay for that either. I will order them, like I said, tomorrow night at 8:01 p.m. At that point, I really can't order individual ones. I could, it's going to cost you more money. But we'll deal with that on a case-by-case basis. I will send out an email later this weekend, which will have the final cost for you to pay, my Venmo, and the estimated arrival date, so we can arrange when to have you come pick it up from me. But yeah, really this announcement was just, please send me an email verifying that you can pay for it or that you cannot pay for it, because I am ordering them tomorrow night so we can get them here as soon as possible. Thank you.
All right, awesome, Claire. Hopefully you guys all got that. But that's it from me. If you need anything, feel free to shoot me an email or stay to ask. But if not, you guys are all free to go. Yeah, of course, Lauren, Cassie. I appreciate the love, guys. And if you have any schools you want me to look at, shoot me an email, because this is for you as much as it is for me. So, yeah. All right.
I lost power.
Delilah.
Waiting for me to finish that.
Oh, what'd you say? You're
I
in the
lost
dark.
her. Yeah, I lost power. I don't know
Oh
if you can hear me.
no. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
That's
okay.
not great. Not
There's
great.
a storm back home, but point is, time for finishing that announcement was perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, that was great. I'm glad that we did a short meeting.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then I'm just gonna end it here because I don't know if they're on or not. But that's it. Okay, I'll catch you
Are
later,
you on
Claire.
here?
Huh?
Okay.
Okay.
Let's just have Are you still recording? Okay.
Yeah. Here, wait. Am I still recording? Here, wait, I'll stop it.